Was coming in, that young lady back there who's a student was talking to someone, and the other person asked her, well, is Guillory going to talk tonight? What's he going to say? And she said, well, I don't know, but he certainly won't have any PowerPoint. It's not in his generation. I was offended. So tonight I brought my PowerPoint just to show you that I can. Many of you have asked where I'm from, and so I brought my PowerPoint map of the state of Louisiana. If you pardon me, I'll get it. Yes, sir. Map of Louisiana. As you can see, this is Texas over here, Mississippi, New Orleans here. This is Opelousas, Louisiana, right here. Now, if you pardon me, I'll put my Cajun PowerPoint away. It's a Republican PowerPoint, so it does double duty. Down in that part of Louisiana, we speak with an accent, and I've been away from home for a few days, so I kind of missed the accent. This morning, I heard it, and it made me feel really good. I was talking with my stockbroker, and you know, there's been some changes in the nation's fiscal situation, so I was asking him, what should I invest in? Municipal bonds or gold or foreign currency? And he said, and this is the way we talk in Louisiana, he said, man, Shaq, if them Democrats stay in office a little bit longer, you better invest all your money in canned goods, liquor, and ammunition. America has lost its identity. William very eloquently talked about America's identity and its loss. The identity wasn't lost, like America wasn't just walking along one day and it dropped its identity in some grass and it was lost. America's identity has been lost by the people that we have elected who've made very poor decisions in government. It's government decisions. I'm going to give you a couple of quick examples. There's been a rise in domestic violence, a sharp rise in the number of men who beat women, beat their wives, beat their girlfriends, hit them, choke them, push them, pull their hair. How is that linked to government decisions? When I was a boy, not that long ago, it was illegal to use certain kinds of language in songs, on the radio, that sort of thing. Government decisions changed that and made a lot of language legal. So now I turn on the radio and I hear men calling women terrible names. If you call a woman all of these names, you grow up listening to it and using it, you lose respect for women. And so there's no surprise that suddenly there's a spike in disrespectful treatment toward women. It starts with disrespectful language, then it goes to disrespectful treatment, and so we have domestic violence skyrocketing. Government decision by people who was short-sighted. Another example, abortion. Abortion was supposed to be, when abortion became legalized, it was supposed to be a response to illegal abortions, and there were several thousand illegal abortions in America every year. So we'll make those legal and medically safe and all of that. That was the idea. Abortion today kills millions of babies every year. Millions of babies. Almost a quarter of black births are aborted. This is once again a decision, a government decision. See, the people we've elected are the ones who choose the judges and get the judges appointed and that sort of thing. And those activist judges have made those kinds of decisions that have given us the worst genocide since World War II. It's not America losing its way accidentally. It's not America fumbling its identity away. It is government decision, decision after decision, tossing away our identity. Another one, jobs. 50% of people who are eligible to work are not working. Half of the people who are eligible to work in this country are not working. This administration has created hundreds of thousands of jobs. But those hundreds of thousands of jobs have been created in foreign countries at the cost of trillions of dollars to us.
That's right.
Foreign workers feeding their families, buying vehicles and cars and houses. And American workers are sitting idle. Black unemployment is the highest that it has been since the Great Depression.
Wow.
Government decisions. The government decided to spend that money elsewhere. While our infrastructure, incidentally, is crumbling, our roads and bridges here are crumbling. If you fix America and our roads and bridges and infrastructure, you would employ those hundreds of thousands of people.
That's right.
Government decisions, throwing away America's identity. One more, immigration. Yes, we're generous people. Yes, we are a nation of immigrants. Let me give you one example. Louisiana. Last year, the president said that he was going to invite people from Honduras and young people, children, he said. So 1,500 young adults between the ages of 14 and 18 were dropped on Louisiana's doorstep. Within the first 3 months, we spent $10 million in education, adjusting the schools so that we could accommodate the language issues and other issues of those young people who came. In the first 3 months, in the first 90 days, we spent $3.7 million treating the diseases and illnesses that they brought when they came. Louisiana's a poor state. What we're talking about is almost $15 million in the first 3 months. A government decision, tossing away our identity, tossing away our money. So, I came to ask you to help us change that and reclaim our identity. And the way to reclaim our identity is to choose people who will make the right decisions. It's that simple. It's that simple. First, we have to identify people who have good common sense and who agree with us, because I mean, we have good common sense. Casper is such a person. And then we have to find people who have the courage to stand up. Casper Stockham has that ability. We have to have someone who has a good heart. You know him. You know him. You've known him longer than I have. I certainly know him well enough to know that he has that kind of heart that we need in Washington, D.C. He is articulate. We must have someone who is capable of translating those good ideas into speeches on the floor to convince other people not to make bad decisions and to convince them to embrace the good decisions that he will be advocating. He has that articulateness.